franchise quarterback. Favorite Dolphins quarterback. It's our Tua. Tua. Christians can still go to hell. But maybe he had some points. Dolphins quarterback. Dolphins quarterback. I'm sad.
Vlad said Adele can't touch the sad Tua song.
Oh my God. All right, let's get to some headlines, you rascals, which are brought to you by Doral Hyundai. At Doral Hyundai, choose from over 1,300 new Hyundai models in inventory like the Tucson, the Sonata, and the Palisade. Remember, when it comes to Hyundai, the great deals are at Doral Hyundai. The Dolphins lost 20-12. They lost to the Houston Texans. They've never won in Houston. Never.
Really?
Never won in Houston. 0-5 over their history. Don't know what it had to do with Houston. You would think that the team would like those ideal indoor conditions. Didn't matter.
Yeah. No, I think
Tua threw picks like it was wind chill in at Arrowhead.
Didn't we have like a thing against them when they first started? Like 7 years in a row, we didn't beat them.
Yeah, they had like some big time ownership over the Dolphins for sure. But yeah, man, it's a sad day. We're firing people today because that's what we do. You gotta lash out a little bit. You need to get the poison out of your system. But the Dolphins now, I mean, do you even want to do playoff scenarios or no? Right? They're not going to playoffs.
No point, dude.
No point. Not going to playoffs. We'll do game balls, game bums later on. We got Heat tickets to give away, and I'm excited. At noon, David Benavidez, boxing star, is going to join us in studio. He's
fighting this weekend.
He's fighting in February.
Oh, February.
He's fighting in February in Vegas.
All right.
Media week though.
Oh, we'll be there.
Media week once you get into camp, Leroy. So
they do a lot of media stuff.
He and this David Morrell, they hate each other.
See, that's what
they hate each other.
That's how you start this, and then you bring it up, and then they cuss. You do it all the time.
I don't like it.
And we're in studio, we're live.
Right, we're live. Can you like?
They're not gonna curse.
Those were my thoughts.
What are you willing to put on that?
David Morrell said.
No.
What?
What are you willing to put on that ain't gonna cuss?
That
Because you're gonna go there.
I'm gonna tell. He's a professional. He's not gonna curse. Although David Morrell did say to David Benavidez, "quote F you, fat boy. I'm the Terminator."
Is he fat?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. It's not very nice.
I mean, it's kind of hard to be fat when you're in a weight class, but then
168,
DC,
175. I'm sorry.
Then I give you DC.
Well,
who has never been.
Dude, let me tell you.
Even at 205, he looked.
Colby Covington basically had his face ripped off this weekend.
What?
Oh my God, Joaquin Buckley. Oh, what a beating he put on him. A beating. Tough because he walked out with Hulk Hogan and old Colby Covington.
Oof.
Oh,
he needed to take his vitamins, brother.
Was he the one who was calling out LeBron James?
He was calling out LeBron. It's his only move. All he does is yak.
That's what he does.
Who, Colby Covington?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. He can be talking now.
Also fought Masvidal like at a restaurant or something, right?
Well, Masvidal
went after him.
He beat Masvidal.
Yes.
He beat Masvidal, and then Masvidal, he said something about his kids, and Masvidal punched him right in the face.
Yeah.
And then he sued Masvidal for getting brain damage.
Who sues anyone?
Which I don't believe he won that lawsuit. Because they're probably like, you've been a UFC fighter for 20 years. Like, you think it's him who gave you brain damage?
Suing people is lame, am I right?
I feel like a lot of fighters look down upon the suing. That's going on right now with Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, where people are going at Devin Haney because he's suing Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, gross.
I don't know.
But because he lost.
Because he got killed. You remember that fight?
Yeah, but he couldn't. Well, he could have said no. Remember, he came in heavy.
He
He
but
could have said no to the
but
fight.
he didn't know that he was juiced to the gills.
Yeah. Should have known. Though. He was very, very unstable.
Should have known he cheated. Come on.
Very unstable.
Very unstable person. Elsewhere in the NFL yesterday, was there things that stood out to you in the NFL, Leroy, before we get back on the Dolphins? Anything that I should mention, by the way, on Grant Dubose, an injury that was very scary yesterday.
Yeah.
Very.
They cut off his jersey. They gave him oxygen on the way out.
No, you know it's serious when they put the EKG machine on you, because that means they have questions about where your heart is and stuff like that.
Oof.
So that's when it's scary. When they put oxygen, no, that happens, okay? But when they start hooking machines up to you before they even take you off the field, then I was scared.
This is from the Dolphins. After sustaining a head injury in yesterday's game, Grant Dubose remained at a local hospital in Houston for evaluation overnight. He has movement in all his extremities, and initial tests have revealed positive results. He remains under the care of doctors for continued observation.
Oh yeah, he's probably still they're probably still.
Yeah, he's still there. So wish him the best.
Terrifying, because that was 30 minutes.
What did you make of that play, though? Was that a bad throw?
Not.
I saw people.
It's the same defense. It's the same defense where he tried to squeeze it in between those two guys. He got it in there, but that guy standing in the midfield, for some reason, Tua missed that guy in the middle of the field because you're seeing too deep. If you see too deep and you see a guy in the middle of the field, it throws you off. So, yeah, I've
people calling it a hospital ball.
Hospital ball.
It looked like the defender tried to pull up as well too. Like it didn't look like a
Really?
dirty
It didn't
hit.
sound like it.
No, it did not. But it didn't look like he
That team hits hard, dude.
They're all over the place. But that's okay. That's it.
Tua was this close from old 97 from oof.
Yeah.
That could have been bad.
Yeah.
Well, the guy didn't hit him in the head. He hit him in the
I know.
ribs, which is even worse.
What a day. But anyway, anything else in the NFL said that to you yesterday?
not
Philly.
gonna
I told you what Philly's going to
Philly
do.
whooped ass. Philly whooped ass.
No
The
one's
most
gonna
miserable
mention
12-2 team
The Bills
in the league. The Bills.
Oh, yeah, we're just gonna ignore
What
them.
the Bills did to Detroit, I would say in the future, just pay attention to the fact that the Bills give up a boatload of points.
I saw. Did you see on First Take today that one of the topics, Froggy, was does Dan Campbell take too many risks? Because he kicked an onside kick with 12 minutes left in the game when we're only down 10.
Well,
he's good.
The problem is not the onside kick. The problem is when you have to fly a plane above, letting everybody know you're kicking an onside kick, right? So that was part of the problem. I would say, other than that,
it wasn't a great day of football. Like it wasn't a lot of quality.
I really like the Detroit Buffalo game. That was exciting.
Yep.
Early
games. I mean, the craziest game probably was Colts and Broncos, because the Colts looked like they had it in the bag, and then Jonathan Taylor blew a touchdown.
Right.
He walks over to the end zone, but leaves the football behind.
Right.
And then the Broncos just went on an insane run, and they beat them 31-13. I think it would have put them up 20-7 at the time.
20-7. Right. So they never even got to 20.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But that's first of all, I never thought Indy had a chance. And then I saw the start of that game and I was like, because they have a guy who literally cannot throw the football. I don't care about how strong he is. You know, he is a version of what we would call a fast receiver. The guy has unbelievable speed, but he can't catch and he can't run routes. Where do you put that in as far as quarterbacking?
Darius Hayward-Bay? Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah. No, but he wasn't. Was he? He was fast.
It was fast. That's all I remember. I remember him being fast and Al Davis licking his chops.
Right. But that's what it is. He has a cannon for an arm.
He was 17 of 38 yesterday.
Right. Like who like, yeah. And he can run and he's mobile. And Frog Boy, he could lead any of your teams.
Mobile, dude.
Yeah. Have you ever watched him play quarterback?
Yeah, it's,
I
It's-
did. I watched him beat the
It's
Dolphins.
frightening.
it's an art form.
So
He just needs to give me one good play for Twitter a week.
I'm still shocked at the way Kansas City wins games. It's just blah, 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 another win. Blah, blah, another win. Patrick Mahomes is a little banged up.
He ain't playing on Christmas.
No, you don't think?
Would you play him on Christmas?
Guys don't need
I mean, he's
to.
got another game before that.
No, he doesn't. Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's not Christmas yet.
No.
No, it's not even close.
So he's gonna miss both those games.
It's a little close.
You know, if Christmas was that close, you wouldn't be here.
True.
Fair point.
Okay.
Fair point.
So,
Oh, they got the Texans this week. I wouldn't put them against the Texans.
so,
You see what they do to quarterbacks.
so other than that, like, Jameis got benched.
What?
Jameis being Jameis.
The Lord
The
didn't
Lord-
deliver him.
Yeah,
From...
the Lord
Dude.
delivered him from big sixes.
Like, I'm watching that game and I'm watching, he drives back and I'm like, don't throw it left. Don't throw it left. Throws it left. And I'm watching TV. I can't even see what's actually going on. I'm just looking at the roll of the coverage and stuff like that. I'm like, ugh. Right? I wish no success to Philadelphia.
because they're just curmudgeons.
Yeah.
They're just not. I mean,
Just like they're so miserable there. They've made the team miserable.
it's a miserable place. It's the perfect team for Philadelphia.
They already won their championship, though. Like, you had your thing. Like,
It doesn't matter. So
over
why are
them.
they still
I
complaining
mean, they might have another one though.
about everything?
They might win it.
it is strange. It is strange for sure.
What's-
Other than that, I can't really. I mean, Tampa, yikes,
Put it on them.
put it on them.
Put it on them yesterday.
Mm.
And Sunday Night Football, Packers beat the Seahawks 30-13.
That wasn't even close.
Nah.
And first of all, never wear those uniforms again, ever,
Mm.
ever. My wife was talking about football and she said something, and I go, "Oh, Seattle." She goes, "You didn't even know. I didn't even mention the team." I'm like, "Yeah, you said highlighter."
You don't like the lime green? I like the lime.
I like the
green.
lime green.
Do
But
you?
I, also
I
like
like-
the orange though.
That looks like summer football, or like when they had
XFL?
football Europe, yeah, XFL or something like that.
I like when they went to lime green as as another color. Like they tweaked their uniforms. That's the only like
the
newer.
blue and silver.
the
You didn't
newer
like the
update.
blue silver. and-
Nah, not too much. Not too
Yeah.
much. I wasn't a big fan.
What about the white Packers helmets? Did you see those yesterday?
Everybody has the white helmets.
They copied the Vikings. Had the
No,
Vikings won those
everybody
yet?
has.
Yeah.
Everybody has that.
No.
Everybody has one helmet like that this year.
You do have Monday Night Football doubleheader tonight.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Is tonight the night the Vikings wear them? It's Monday Night Football. I figured it's a
Hmm.
primetime game. It might be the night they wear their icy whites.
Did anybody spend the evening with Dua Lipa?
I did not.
I did not. No.
Really? I figured you'd be all over that,
Really?
Jennifer.
I
Where
was
was that?
barely on my television.
Was she here for our puzzle?
after?
No, she had a
After the
Huh,
game.
she had a
Buzz.
concert.
I tell you one thing though.
Hmm.
This Art Basel.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
All right. Okay.
What do you mean?
I'm sick of it. You know.
No,
It's
for
still
sure.
here?
Of course.
No, they're on the way
No,
out.
no,
I
no,
saw
no.
the elephants
Wait,
being
there's
shipped
still
out.
more?
No, they're done. They're done. They're done. I saw the elephants being shipped away.
Were they in cages?
No, they were like on the
What?
back of. No one bought them, I guess, because they were on the back of trucks.
Well,
So
because they're elephants, dude. Where are you going to put an elephant?
I
A
think,
mansion.
I think it's because they were humped on. Nobody wanted them.
Because
anymore.
everybody was right. Everybody was
Those
riding
are
the
sex
elephant.
elephants.
Those are the ones. By the way, Minnesota will be debuting the Winter Warrior uniforms, as they call them,
There you go.
tonight.
Elias.
Oh, tonight.
Yeah.
Oh.
Elias, who we firing?
Hello?
Hey, buddy, who we firing?
Yes. No, you're not firing no one.
Whoa!
Oh,
That's
And,
a hard
and let me explain why. Because if you go to the process of firing, and first of all, the people that's calling in and saying that Chris Greer he don't have no vision, they just heard that comment and just running with it. Because most teams build from the coach vision on up, and then you have now if you get a GM and a coach that's not on the same page, you have dysfunction, and then that's caused a lot of infighting.
Mm-hmm.
So you want a coach to be stronger than the GM. He should have had a loudest voice in the draft board room. Because unless you're going to have a Dallas Cowboy type situation, where the coach is non-effective.
So you're good with it running it back.
Well, either you run it back or you just blow it completely up. Because you have to have a coach that they got to be on the same page. So if you just change Chris Greer, you got to get a coach that's going to pick the same players that Mike McDaniel wants.
Rome says 22 years of this clown GM, not enough for only fools. We don't have a choice. We have to run it back. Love these fans who think it's our choice. They did invest a lot of money in this team.
I know. Like, here's the other thing you have to understand. Even if what you're saying is true and you want to get rid of some guys, right? There's this thing in the world called the dead cap that even to get rid of somebody is going to cost you money. So what you try to do is you try to find ways to at least have the money on the field. And so you can't have a lot of dead cap because then your team's going to suck and you're going to have nobody and you're going to really have to wait it out.
Cliff says Fangio, best defensive coach in the league.
I would say that over the years, who's ever been defensive coordinator, defense hasn't been bad.
Defense hasn't been bad.
Right.
Defense doesn't let you down too much. Man. SDI says Chargers bigger frauds than Tua. He just
but
they left San Diego, so he hates them.
Chargers aren't even trying though. They're trying to put every game in the mud, right? Every game. Slow, methodical.
Isn't their number one receiver Lad McConkey?
Leroy trying to be rational. We want heads to roll. I know. I know that's how it works. I just,
I legitimately
I'm kind of in the middle. I'm kind of in the middle in that I understand the ramifications of what people want.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think they really, really, really understand by getting rid of certain people what you're signing up for. I just know they don't understand that. Now, the Chris Greer thing, that's a different situation. But when you talk about how's Tua going to look if you get rid of Mike McDaniel? If you get rid of Tua, how are you going to deal with that $70 million?
And I agree with you, but he can't be a guy who needs that training wheels anymore, right?
No, I'm not. It has nothing to do with training wheels. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that when you look at the style of quarterback Tua is, getting rid of the ball quick or whatever, now you have to have a guy who is the coach that is at least in line with his strengths. So that limits the coaching pool. That limits the offensive coordinator pool.
Tex Edgy says, hard to believe this franchise may go from 11-6 to 6-11 and think about running it back again. It could happen.
It could happen. Well, let's think about this. Does injury play a role in that? Because it's the same thing with the Heat. Remember, we kept running back with the Heat because guys kept getting hurt at the wrong possible times.
But the Heat, for the most part, were getting deep in the playoffs. Even with the running it back, the Dolphins aren't winning a playoff game.
No, I understand that.
But
they've also been really banged up the last couple of years.
Understood.
So I just don't. Not trying to make it an excuse, but I'm not trying to make light of it's something that you have to consider. That maybe the coaches, maybe the GM is saying, look, if we were healthy, we'd be this.
Schmeathan says Broncos have Russ's dead money. They're going to make the playoffs boxed in.
Yeah, they also drafted a quarterback
and
got a new coach all at the same time.
Draft Cam Ward?
Huh?
Cam Ward?
Why do you think that's going to happen?
Well, I'm just asking. Should we?
Fall on the sword for Cam Ward, huh?
That sounds great.
That sounds great.
Cam Ward is not the answer here. And here's why.
Not certain.
Oh my goodness.
Not certain.
Wait, let me ask you that.
Leroy.
This is why I hate, I'm getting ready to cuss. But I mean this with all my being. You're a moron for this reason. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay? What is the problem with the offensive line?
Can't block.
So you're going to get a quarterback that sits in the backfield and pats the ball?
Very easy.
No, you're going to get a quarterback that sits there and holds the ball? No, logically. Do you understand how ridiculous that is?
He can improvise,
Yeah.
Don't be done.
I'm done.
Don't be
done.
Look at me.
It doesn't. You
Come
guys
on.
are morons if you think that's an answer.
My
Dude,
guys.
You got a quarterback who gets rid of the ball quicker than any other quarterback, and he still barely has time to throw the ball. And your answer is, let's get a quarterback that holds the ball?
But you said a quarterback. You said a quarterback that would have success is a quarterback who can move.
Oh,
He
doesn't. He doesn't move fast, dude.
Stretch.
Oh,
He
my
knows when to
goodness.
take off, though. You would agree. He
Shake.
knows when to take off.
Let it go.
Can't believe Dylan
Dude,
Gabriel
I'm
finished
so
ahead of
dumb.
No,
him.
that's so stupid.
So
Dylan
stupid.
Gabriel.
Like,
How does he
you-
even-
what
So
you-
you guys, I'm looking at the chat.
Hmm?
You guys really believe this crap?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You're all morons.
No, don't be
Oh,
mad at us,
oh.
dude.
You're all
No,
morons.
don't do that.
Your solution,
Yeah. Good call.
to not having protection is to get a quarterback who holds the ball longer?
I would like.
You know, please tell me. That's logically, that makes sense.
Well, he holds the.
Please
hold
tell
on.
me that
Well,
makes
he
sense.
could get rid of the ball fast if he wanted.
Really?
Oh, yeah,
Wanted to.
if he wanted to.
He didn't
could.
have this whole line in Washington.
He just had. You know,
Okay.
when you
Okay.
when you have a great
Okay.
wall in front of you,
Okay.
you know, you just take your time.
Yeah.
But he could do it if he
Okay.
wants to.
Okay.
You know what he is?
What is it?
Okay. You're right. Like, go ahead.
What is
You
it?
know what? I'm gonna just say this,
Still wanna
Yep.
know.
and I'm gonna say this
Hmm?
as a like. I am not dealing with this idiocy.
Hmm.
I'm not. I'm not.
You told
You
me you
make
wouldn't
no
judge us today.
damn sense.
Yeah, you,
You
said we're not
don't.
Judges.
You guys don't make sense.
We're hurt, man.
I don't care if you want to get rid of Tua.
Hmm?
I'm fine with that. I've
Oh.
never complained about anything that anybody does.
Hmm.
You clearly don't care about the ramifications. But to tell me
Hmm.
that replacing Tua
Hmm?
on this team with a quarterback that holds the ball even longer is lunacy. It's lunacy. It is crazy.
He can get it out quicker though.
Okay, sure. Like aren't we making some assumptions?
We can coach him up.
All right.
Why-
Aren't we making a lot of assumptions?
Why
Yeah.
why run when you can jog? You know,
Okay.
That's true.
Okay.
who doesn't? Nobody likes to run in the park. You like to jog
There,
in the
Nice
park.
little
there you go.
Easy breezy.
Okay.
You know.
You know, you want to
There you
enjoy
go.
your surroundings.
Okay.
Not just trying to
There you
rush through
go. You guys are. Oh, you want to fire me? You know what? I wish you get exactly what you rule. I hope every day
it.
that you moron Dolphin fans get exactly what you want. You get exactly what you want because you could see that that makes no damn sense. Now, if you want to get rid of Tua, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that.
Mm.
But to get a quarterback that holds the ball even longer with that offensive line is crazy. And because you have no sense
You can coach that.
and you're all morons, you don't even see
I
it.
would appreciate you saying I don't. I have sense.
Really? No, you don't. Not if you think that.
sensible Tobes.
No,
That's the call.
zero sense.
That's what I've heard.
Dude, you are.
You can't coach that though. Like for example, arm
Yeah.
strength, you can't
They-
coach. Speed, you
idiot.
can't coach.
Try to coach it all over the league.
Oh, you gotta get the ball quick.
Oh my goodness.
He doesn't
ball.
have to
Wait a
get rid
minute.
of the ball as
Who is
quick
it?
though, because he
Wait.
can move.
Wait.
Oh,
Hold on.
Hmm?
Hold on.
Nimble.
Sean Payton tried to coach Russ.
Yeah,
It didn't
That was Sean
yeah.
Payton's fault. Though.
Sean Payton
Look,
Okay.
look at him now.
work. Okay.
still got a kid who's throwing
You
3 picks a
guys
game.
are. Oh, you.
Sean Payton never really
No.
been good with quarterbacks.
I can coach men and I
what
can
they say.
coach women, but I can't coach stupid. I
Mm.
can't. I can't. You guys make no damn sense whatsoever.
You know what you can coach though?
What?
How quickly Cam Ward gets that ball out.
No, you can't. No, you can't. Because here's what
He's
happens.
afforded more.
Hold on. Let me explain to you how quarterbacking works.
He's smart.
If your quarterback isn't smart enough or quick enough to read a defense quickly,
Yeah.
then he's going to be guessing.
Hmm.
And if he's guessing, I give you just Jameis Winston.
No, don't say that.
That's what I'm telling you what it looks like. Like,
Let's
sure? just make no damn sense.
get the game balls and game bumps, huh?
Right?
Bum, bum.
It's like
bum,
my Lamborghini
bum,
doesn't
bum.
work in the mud. I'm gonna go get a new car, and you go get another speedster. Like that's
Jose in Miami says, "Come on, guys. Tua's a good quarterback who had a bad game. You're overreacting. I agree 100% with Leroy."
Tua McDaniel giving a cut to Leroy just for good. No, like, all right.
What do you got today for game balls and game bumps, Leroy?
My game ball is gonna go to my God. the Bills and Detroit. What a fun football game. Excitement. Josh Allen's the MVP. Just like
Yeah, that case seems like it's over.
yeah.
This was supposed to be the down year.
But yeah, this is supposed to be down year. It's amazing how good they are and how good they are offensively. And it was like an exciting, fun game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I hate the fact that the Bills were winning like that, but you know, that's just the way it is. And my game bum, like, I would say the offensive line, but that goes without saying. So
Eichenberg.
listen,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Tua. You can't be responsible for that many turnovers for whatever reason. You can't. If it's not because you're on the same page with your receivers, damn it, it's your job to get on the same page.
True.
End of discussion.
Threw Tyreek under the bus.
Did he?
He ran the wrong route.
Did he say that? I thought that he took all the blame for it.
He's a bum, dude.
I don't think that's
he
true. What you
He's
just said.
a bum, dude.
I'm pretty sure you
He
just
said-
lied.
He said Tyreek isn't
Now-
good anymore.
Again, as a leader,
Pretty sure that he took all the blame.
No way.
as a leader,
He's on his way
it's
to
your job to
Mexico.
to make it work, to get it together. So I'm gonna give it to him. I understand what really happened yesterday. There was a lot of moving parts, and none of them were the Dolphins. That being said, the worst thing, I get mad at Jameis for this, and this is what I'm gonna say about Tua. You got to get a feel for the game. And you got to know that the way that game was played, the single-handed worst thing you could do is turn the ball over.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were not scoring offensively.
No, that I mean, you had a 6-point swing at the end of the half.
So I don't care if you would have chucked it 3 times out of bounds and punted it. The way that game was played, you would have been in the game.
That's the thing that's kind of annoyed me about this year too, is it does feel like the offense has taken a step back. You know, just from a function standpoint.
Not the offense, the offensive line.
Yeah, I mean, the offensive line had its holes last year too.
Yeah, but they were able to run the ball.
They
So
were.
they-
That's completely disappeared.
You know why?
Hmm?
Because the second the ball is snapped, there's defensive linemen in the backfield.
Eichenberg.
I mean, I tell you, hugs across America.
Go from $100 million guard to Eichenberg.
Sounds like
And laughed it off.
We'll be all right. Eichenberg will get it handled.
Seems like you guys are
Eichenberg
we
has-
used to go to the restaurant and eat filet.
Eich-
Now we're doing Uber Eats.
Eichenberg's he tried to do his move yesterday where he gets a penalty. Nah, they caught him. They're like, nice try, Eichenberg. Because now the book's out on him. Dirty player. He's new incognito.
Not dirty if he can hug. Like, yeah. Yeah, remember how much you guys complained about Robert Hunt?
We didn't complain about
Robert Hunt, never complained about him.
Okay.
Never complained about him.
All right.
The only
It
thing
just seems like
there's literally one thing you could complain about,
here's
and that
what I
is
would
that
say.
he thought he was a running
Here's
back.
what I
all the
would
time.
say.
I
One
love
of the
that.
one of the problems with this team is they go about their business thinking that it's easy to replace some of the guys that you had that were valuable.
Mhm.
Right? So you think of offensive line, you think of pass rushers, right? And it's hard for me to say anything about the defense because they've kept you in it. But that offensive line, to just shrug your shoulders and say, yeah, we got this, when it's one of the hardest units to keep consistent. Yeah, but with all that being said, again, you can't just turn the ball over and shrug your shoulders or take responsibility and say, yeah, we need to work on that. That's on me. Like
I mean, there were backbreakers too. Like they
Right.
were like you're just leaving, you're giving them points.
Right.
You're,
Or
you
one
flipped-
time,
it was a
if you would
6-point
have
swing.
just took a knee 3 times and kicked the field goal.
You would have been in a better spot.
Right.
You know, you would have been down 1, instead you were down a touchdown.
I think sometimes
By the way, hey, shout out to Achan. That was a hell of a chase
you're right.
down.
Yeah.
That was good. I wish I saw you run like that on offense, but you know. You got nobody to block for you.
You can't get started. So, like, I just think some of the things that a leader does is understand where the game is and play the game in front of you. Sometimes players go into a game and try so much to prove that they belong there or that they're worthy that they sometimes don't play do the small things. Take risks that you probably should be taking. And I think from that standpoint, besides the 2 times he got fooled, that happened. And I explained that in the beginning. I saw it coming. I'm like, see that game in the middle of the field. He could have had 5 turnovers.
The child never expects the jack in the box to pop out, dude.
Wow. That was interesting.
Stop acting like we dealing with Confucius
That
over here,
was-
you idiot.
Interesting.
What would Socrates say to that?
You know what I'm saying, though, right? I mean, you'd think they would know because it's dun, 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 dun. That's like
No,
when
they don't know if they've never seen a jack in the box. Now,
Oh no, the safety was waiting.
that's not even the safety. That's like an extra guy, right?
Whatever, dude.
I know.
What did you call him? The robber?
The robber.
That's what it's called.
I've never heard of that.
You never heard of that?
I've heard of the spy. Never heard of the robber.
Spire is just spying on the quarterback. The robber's in the middle of the field reading the quarterback's eyes.
Well, I feel robbed. My happiness.
Yeah, we all felt like that.